And folks, I'm gonna be honest because I'm a pretty honest person. I didn't like last episode. Um, Probably one of my worst episodes in the series, and it's not because of the content. It's not because of like what we learned. What we learned was awesome. Like the backstory of Tione, or no, not Tione, of Tiona and Tion. Super cool stuff. Really enjoyed it. Why I didn't like it is because I think I kind of got lazy with I think I was still stuck in that chill vibe that Event Extravaganza 9 gave me. And so I don't know, I just sort of I didn't really get to commentate much cuz I commentate a lot. I talk a lot, and I feel like last episode I really didn't do a bunch of commentary and stop a lot in the in the levels when I could have, and I didn't really talk about my day and all this kind of stuff. So folks, what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about my day. So with that, welcome back to Memoria Freese Y3, where we have this intro playing again. It's been a while, but it's playing. And it's cool. It's chill. So yeah, life's been good. I don't think I've really gotten a chance to talk about too much since last episode. Or since since the event extravaganza thing. So let's talk. So what's happened to me? I'm trying to do some homework. I've had a lot of trouble with some homework. I'm recording this video so I can just get away from homework for a bit. Because it's sort of just not piling up on me. Just not handling it well. And so, I just need to focus a bit. Nothing too difficult that I can't handle. But besides that, I'm doing good. Yesterday, I went with my, no, not yesterday, Saturday, I don't know. I did a lot of things. I spent time with my family over the weekend. I'm now sleeping in my room again. Yesterday, Saddest uploaded The Fall, which was her next Dream SMP animatic, and it was so good, man. It was so good. I've watched it about 10 times now, because it's just so good. So that's cool. What else have I done? Oh! What's this? AS? Oh, it's an AS bond. Right? Yeah. Cool. Oh, wow. Another? Who's this? Oh, it's a new Oka. Oh, alright. Wow, alright. No, so like I was saying, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Also, the past 2 days I've been, not past 2 days, because I didn't really record much yesterday, but Saturday and Friday, I pre-recorded a bunch of Genshin Impact stuff. I think I recorded like 6 episodes in total, so I'm like covered for the week. So that's pretty cool. Really enjoyed doing all that. What else? Yeah, I gotta be honest. I'm just sort of like down in the dumps about my homework stuff. Since I'm here, because this series is my outlet. Let me talk. Let me talk for a bit about why my homework's got me down. So, usually when I'm like frustrated about homework or whatnot, it's usually because it's difficult or because I don't feel like doing it. But it's not that at all. The thing is that I've sort of just been. I think I've taken a lecture. I think I listened to a lecture so much and adapted it to my being so much that it's like that I've convinced myself somehow that if I break that, if I break that lecture that I was given and that I've adapted, that I'll basically have sinned. And it just does not feel good. Now let me explain what that means. So, before I explain what that means, I'm just gonna say no. Yeah. Okay, great. Okay. What it means is it means. So when I do my homework, right? Oh my god, look at it read this. When I do my homework, most of the time, I do it legit. I don't cheat. I'm not a cheater. I don't look up answers all that much now. I mean, I used to, but like now I don't. Obviously, I wouldn't cheat on tests. I would only cheat on homework. But still learn stuff at the same time. The only things like I look up are definitions or like videos on how to solve something, like how to solve equations, or videos on like stuff, and recently I was sort of just oh god, I really can't. Alright. Recently I was God, this is gonna be a difficult story to tell. It's not really difficult. It's more complex than difficult. So yeah, if I cheat on homework, it's for very minimal things. Most of the time, if I'm provided a textbook and whatnot, like online, then yeah, I mean, I'll look through it. I'll try to find my answers and whatnot. I'll refer back to the text and whatnot. I mean, and most of the time, if there's like definitions and in the textbook that I can't find, then I'll and like I've searched through like every line of code or whatever. I'll go and look up what that word is. So then I can have a clear definition of it. A clear understanding and whatnot. But then I got a lecture from my English teacher. And I want to say that the lecture that she gave, it's not, I know, I'm 100% sure that it wasn't her intention for the lecture to affect me the way it did, but it just did. And so it's my fault that I took a positive lecture in a negative way, I feel like. So, this is what she said. She basically said, well, actually, to provide some clarification about the lecture, because it wasn't just to me, it was to, like, everyone in the class. Basically, a lot of people are, like, slacking off, not really doing their work, not really caring, because we have, like, SATs and exams coming up, and no one's really caring in the class, and that ticks her off, because everybody has so much potential in the class, but no one's actually putting in the hard work. And so she gave us a real lecture, and I'm like, that really sucks, and it kind of got me down. But then I'm like, no, you know what, that's fine. But there was something in the lecture that didn't really sit well with me, and that was like, you know, a lot of students, I forget how exactly she said it, but she mentioned something that the only thing that y'all want to do is focus on the grades, focus on getting those A's and B's, and, you know, do whatever you have to do to get them, whether it's by cheating or whatever. And she said, like, that's unacceptable, and it's like, yeah, that's fine, because, and then she continues, because, you know, then you're only focused on the grades and not about the learning. And I don't know if you know about this about me, folks, but I like to learn things. I mean, I learn things every day. They might not be, like, great things that are going to help me out in the future, but, you know, they're things, you know? And when it comes to homework especially, and when it comes to school especially, I like learning. I enjoy it. And it sort of just rubbed me the wrong way when, you know, I heard, like, oh yeah, a lot of people are cheating, a lot of people are doing this, a lot of people are doing that, and no one's really putting in the hard work. And she said, like, by cheating, like, you're not willing to learn, you're not putting the effort. But, and that kind of just put me down for some reason. That kind of just, like, stuck with me, and so I decided, like, okay, I'm gonna try to not cheat ever again. And, you know, it's not like I cheat a lot, you know, it's only for, like, definitions and stuff. And so there was an assignment that I had to do last week that had some definitions and was for marine science. And, you know, the professor or the teachers or whatever, they told us, you know, here's the textbook, look through it, all the definitions are in there. Thing is, folks, I read through that entire textbook I skimmed through that entire textbook like about 20 times, and I couldn't find any of the definitions except for, like, 5. Not even 5, like 3. And so I thought, alright, well, let me... This is weird. So basically what I had to do is clear out some storage, because I was like, alright, I'll be right back, and then I looked up and it's like, hey, you're running out of storage, and so it's like, uh-oh. So I fixed that, and now we're on another theme song? What the I don't know what's going on. What? What do you mean, verifying game data download? What? What's going on? Oh, there. What a strange... What's going on? Alright, so moving along from that, like I said, Genshin Impact. I recorded 6 episodes between Friday and Saturday. I did so much, man. I did so much. I'm holding out, or I'm preventing myself, I should say, from playing any more Genshin Impact this week, so that I can let the episodes that I've already recorded go through, and then that way this weekend I can I can record more, because I'm at a point, no spoilers, but I'm at a point in the series where I'm about to start something new. Let's start another new thing, so it's gonna be very fun. Well, I'm not the videos haven't caught up to that yet, but anyway, it's another thing that I've done. It's been going on. Today wasn't a really good day for me, I'm gonna say, because I wasn't really focused on my classes. I sort of just let them play in the background. I figured out a way to mute, like, the classes, and I kind of just skipped everything, and I kind of feel a bit of a bit for doing that, but hopefully I'll change tomorrow. I mean, I can't change overnight, but I think today was an experiment for me. Because with my falling out of homework on Friday, and I was like, maybe I can fix it all up while also trying to add something new, and then I, just massively failed. So I think I was trying to prove that I can do my homework without even, listening to the classes, and that was sort of stupid of me because I missed something, but anyway, my point is, or not my point is, but moving on from that, because I'm just going to keep on talking about that, come on, what's something interesting that I did that was, like, super, super cool? Oh, yeah, I walked around my neighborhood yesterday. I walked around the neighborhood with my mom. It was really, really cool. Also, I didn't mention it yesterday, but, like, yesterday was the first episode of November. It's so cool. This is another... November is my favorite month, if y'all don't know that. It's very cool. It's my favorite month for a number of reasons. One of them being an outdated reason, which is I came up with a saying way back when called Remember November, and I don't know why I'm supposed to remember November, but apparently I wrote that when I was like 10 or something. So, I guess I just gotta assume that November's my favorite month. But yeah, November's a cool month. What else? I'm trying to find other things to talk about, because there is this one huge thing that's new with me. But I don't want to talk about that yet. I'm sort of just trying to avoid, why am I? Okay, I accidentally just began leveling up multiple teams subconsciously. Nope. Trying to think. I don't really know. I'm trying to see. Trying to think. Oh yeah, I had salad today. I haven't had salad, like, ever. I mean, I have, but it's been a long time. I had salad today, and it was super, super good. And I was surprised. Because I'm like, wow, this is really good. And so, yeah, that's cool. Also, oh my god, I can't believe that I didn't mention this yesterday. Folks, now you're gonna think I'm pathetic, because, I mean, folks, I'm 17, alright, and I just learned this, alright? I just I just learned how to make an egg yesterday. So yeah. Yeah. But it was cool. It was very simple and easy. I have a knack for it so far. So that's pretty cool. It's just funny that it took so long for me to learn how to make an egg. Believe me, folks. No, yeah. It just took me a while. I'm a very active person. I'm never lazy. Ever. What do I even do in this episode? I don't even know what to do in the episode. I'm just gonna be talking because I really just don't want to play right now. Even though I played for like the first 22 minutes. Okay, is there nothing else that I can just rant on about before I go on to my massive rant? Yeah, I don't think I can. Alright. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to say it. So, I am. Okay, wait. I need to find a way to introduce this. So I Oh God, wait. Wait a minute. Wait, was that because of that? Oh no, it wasn't because of that. Alright, so yesterday I was really down in the dumps, and it wasn't because of my homework. It was because I had planned to do a lot of recording and a lot of this and a lot of that. But I didn't. And instead got distracted by a million other things, and that sort of just brought me down and just, like, really just made me sad, right? And so I was really tense. I was really this. I was really that. And so I brought my computer upstairs. I brought my keyboard and mouse up to my room, and I just sat down. I was just scrolling through YouTube. I'm like, I don't know what to do, man. And then and believe me when I tell you, I don't remember how the idea crossed my mind. I don't know how. But I can't. I decided to I decided to watch Rent-A-Girlfriend, which is an anime. If you don't know, which is a rom-com anime. About about a really poor guy, man. A guy that, just got dumped by his girlfriend, and then he's like, oh, look, I can rent a girlfriend, and then does, and then, oh my God. And so we don't know. Why this is so funny to me is because I haven't watched a rom-com in what seems like forever. Because I've been watching a lot of, like, action stuff, like Haiku. I've watched, To Memoria Freese. I've watched Great Pretender. Like, I haven't watched a rom-com probably since, like, May or July. or not May or July, rom-com since like May or June. And that's a long time. I mean, we're in November. And so that's like October. Wait, so that's like, so if we're counting that May, no, I'm pretty sure it was June. So June, so June, July, August, September, October. So it's been like about 4 months or so. And so it's been a long time. And Rent-A-Girlfriend was this anime that I heard about a lot. And I saw that there was a trailer for it and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, huh, that looks interesting. But I just never watched it. I didn't really care for it. But I always thought like, hey, that looks interesting. That looks interesting. But the thing is that it sort of just, I kind of didn't like it at first glance. I didn't think it was gonna be good because it promotes itself. I'm not sure if it's described as a harem anime, but I felt like it had promoted itself as a harem anime, and while I don't hate harem type animes, you know, after watching like a billion in one of them, I feel like it just kind of gets boring. You know, it kind of just gets repetitive. You know what to expect. But oh my god, and I mean, oh my god. Oh my, look, I went into Rent-A-Girlfriend thinking that, oh yeah, so this guy's gonna rent a girlfriend and then is gonna realize, like, at like midway through the season that that it's all just an act and all. But no, this show, man, can I just say, Rent-A-Girlfriend was probably the one and only show that could have gotten my spirit, was the only show that could have gotten my spirits up last night. Like, honestly, I was so down in the dumps. I watched that and I just couldn't stop laughing. I mean, oh my god, it's so good. It's so, okay. So, just, it's so good, man. It's so funny. And it's also like, oh yeah, I just remembered about, okay, now that I've said Rent-A-Girlfriend, I just remembered everything. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's so funny. It's so funny, but, yeah, you know, I guess a pretty, a cautionary warning, I suppose. Yeah, cautionary warning, I suppose. Just that's all I'm gonna say. Oh, but dude, it's such a good show. It's such a good show. It's so funny, man. I mean, it's just so funny. I honestly really enjoyed it, and that just. And look, I've enjoyed a fair amount of rom-coms in my time, you know, anime rom-coms in my time. Like, I don't even remember. Like, Uran was a good rom-com, I guess you could call it a rom-com. Yeah, Uran was a really good rom-com. Lovely Complex. God, what were the others? Come on, I gotta remember these. I watched like a billion in one of them. Why can I not think? Oh yeah, Bloom Into You. What's another good rom-com? I'm trying to think. Oh, dude, why can't I think of another good rom-com? Oh yeah, Quintessential Quintuplets. trying to think. Oh, yeah. Maid Sama. just like very slowly all coming back to me. No, yeah, let's just choose those 5. Yeah, those are all really great rom-coms. But I mean, I've also watched a lot of other, like, I forget the names of them. But when I say I've watched a lot of anime rom-coms, I mean that I've watched I've watched anime rom-coms from like from like the 2000s, you know, the 2010s, you know. Well, I mean the 2010s is recent, but you get my point. Like the early 2010s, I've watched anime rom-coms in every, not in every, but in just in every. Oh yeah, I also, how could I forget that one? Freaking Honey and Clover, Jesus. Yeah. yeah, that was a show. I watched How to Drive, I think that's what it was called. My point is, I watched a lot of anime rom-coms, and a lot of them are really good, a lot of them are really bad, a lot of them are just really, like, really full of heart, and I really like that. And then some of them just surprise me. Like Kaguya-sama Love is War, which I haven't finished season 2, but, like, that really surprised me. I genuinely enjoyed that. And I'm gonna say this, being completely honest with you, if you asked me what my favorite anime rom-com of our current decade, of the current decade is, it would be Rent-A-Girlfriend. It really would be. Cause it's just so, anyway, it's just really good. It just surprised me, man. It just surprised me. It's so good. It's so tightly knit. It's such a tightly knit story. And so, believe it or not, I actually finished that, I finished that before anyone went to bed last night, which is crazy because I started at 8. My point is that I finished Rent-A-Girlfriend in almost kind of a type of one sitting. And then after that, I'm like, is there a season 2? There's another season, but it's renewed. It's not actually out, and so I'm like, yes. But then I'm like, man, that was really good. Why don't I watch another one? And I mean, y'all can already see where this is going, right? I mean, he you know, I said, I'm gonna watch another one. And that's just where it all starts going downhill. So yeah, I watched another one. And this next one is called, actually, I completely forgot what it was called. I think the subtitle is called Fly Me to the Moon, which is an ongoing, which is it's currently airing. It's a very interesting anime. It's also a rom-com. But it's basically about this newly wed couple. Yeah, it's about these newlyweds who are like, okay, look, I'm not even gonna explain it, but just know that, okay, just know these 3 things, and you'll understand why this show is just You'll understand why I'm not even gonna explain it. All right, ready? Car accident. Blood. And stores are open, especially furniture stores are open past midnight. Yeah, that's all. That's all I'm gonna say about it, man. Okay, anyway, and that really just tells you nothing, but maybe it tells you a lot of things. But anyway, so yeah, I finished watching that, or finished watching, what's of it so far. There's only 5 episodes as of when I'm recording this, and after that, well, actually, I'm gonna be completely honest. I watched the show. It was really, really chill, and then especially the second half of episode 5 was really chill because I was watching it when I was really tired, and so when I went to sleep, I was just listening to the second half of episode 5 over and over because it was just really calming. It was a really calming part of the episode. I really liked it. So yeah, I fell asleep listening to the second half of that. Today I woke up to finding out that to find out that, time zones had switched, and then it's like, uh-oh, I'm screwed. But I also found out that when I went into my first period, that nobody was there, and then somebody was there, but I just didn't care. So I had breakfast. This is where the neglection began of the day for my actually being in class. I mean, I was in class, but I just wasn't there. So today the next anime I'm about to share with you is the anime that sort of just I kind of maybe a little bit regret, watching that. Not because it's bad, but, I regret watching that at the time that I started watching. So basically, I have a lot of shows that are in my queue on Crunchyroll, and this was one of them. And, pardon me if I say the name wrong, but this show is also a rom-com, and it's called Oresuki? Something that ends in Suki. And then the subtitle reads, "Are you the only one for me?" or something. Or are you the only one that loves me? Now this is something that apparently I've just had in my in my queue on Crunchyroll for ages, I'd assume. But I don't really care about it. And so, just like with the other 3 anime, the other 2 anime, I just clicked go and I watched the first episode. And guys, just like Rent-A-Girlfriend, it surprised me, a lot. It surprised me so much that I literally binged almost the entire show throughout the school day. So, yeah. And at the end, I decided not to finish it because I wanted to do my homework. And then, folks, you're never going to believe me, but I never got around to doing my homework because I was distracted by 1,000,001 other things. So, in conclusion, I screwed up, but I had a fun time while doing so. It's a really good show Oresuki, I think it was called. Are You the Only One for Me? Or The Only One for Me. Really good. I suggest, if you liked Rent-A-Girlfriend, it's not very similar, but it's similar in a way. Just really good, man. It's just really like... Anyway, and you'd think that's the end of it, right? You'd think that's the end. But no. See, because while I was doing my homework, which, by the way, even though I said I didn't do homework, I did do a little homework. I was writing some notes. I'm like, man, I want to watch a short anime, so, I can write some little notes, because I had promised myself that I wouldn't watch the final episode of Oresuki, which is, like, a long episode. It's, like, an hour and 10 minutes, it's like a compilation of, like, episode 13, 14, and 15, so I'm like, what? So yeah, I'm gonna watch that. So I promised myself that I would watch that after I finished my homework, which, I haven't, but, who cares right now? And so what I decided to do is that I decided to try to find a short anime, not a short anime in the sense of, like, only 12 episodes, but a short anime as in, like, 2 minutes per episode. And there's a lot of shows that I had looked up back in the day, because I've watched a lot of short length anime, and I'd looked up a lot, but I just never got around to watching them. And so there was this one on my mind that I'm like, hey, this looked interesting, didn't it? And so I struggled to find the name, but then I found the name, and to sum it up, it's basically a tennis anime, where I thought, like, these 4 girls were gonna, like, make their way to nationals or something. But okay, so look, I gotta explain myself. So a year ago or so, when I first found this show, I assumed that it was gonna be like some high level content, right? Because it looked like high level content, according to the poster or whatever. But then I watched it on Crunchyroll, after I did some of my notes. And I'm like, what? Look. And this isn't a rom-com, it's a sports anime. But can you even call it a sports anime? It's like every single second a person is talking. Like, there is not a moment of silence in, like, the 3 seasons. Yes, 3 seasons that I've watched. Folks, there are 9 seasons of Tekkyu, I think it's called. 9 seasons! Which means there are 108 episodes in total. Which means that's a lot of episodes. And I went all the way to episode 36. Yeah, so, holy Lord, so yeah, that's kind of cool, I'm kind of watching that, no, but it's funny, it's very, very funny. I found it, the art style in the first season was a bit wonky, because it's sort of, it's like a quick anime. And so you don't, after watching, Rent-A-Girlfriend and watching, Fly Me to the Moon and Oresuki, which had a great animation, this one was like, it's more of like kind of animation. Not bad animation, but just not polished. And, anime not being polished doesn't mean it's not great. Because I've watched a lot of anime that aren't polished and I consider them to be some of my favorite anime. I can't name them off because I've completely forgot about them. Actually, have I? Let me think. Anime that are not polished that I like. Yeah, I can't think. Okay, so my point is, like, the first season, it was a bit wacky, because you have, like, these, like, detailed anime backgrounds. No, not anime backgrounds. You have these detailed backgrounds, and then you just have these main characters with, like, big buggy eyes and whatnot. And, like, they look super hyper-realistic anime girls, and I'm like, it's kind of like, it kind of just blinds you for a second. Sort of like Lucky Star, I'd say. Which took me, it took a while for me to get used to Lucky Star, but, eventually, I got used to it. But it kind of just annoyed me and kind of gave me a headache. Sometimes, like the intro song for the first season kind of gave me a headache, due to like how, like, I don't know, how wobbly. I don't know. It was just wacky to me. But I got used to it over time. And you give it a few episodes, and I'd say Tekkyu is probably one of my favorite short animes, besides Recorder and Ranzel, and I can't remember the others, but yeah, it's very, very funny, and plus it's 100 episodes, so it's like, 9 seasons. 9 seasons in one day. Why, thank you. I don't know if I'm going to finish it today, but, we'll see. I know what I'm definitely going to finish today watching is Otosuki. Because then after that, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get into another anime. No, genuinely. My plan... Here's my plan. My plan is I'm probably going to watch one more rom-com anime. For this week, and then just leave it there. Because I want to be able to focus on my studies, and I just want to focus on my studies. I don't know how long the rom-com anime is gonna have to be, but all I know is that I'm gonna have to finish it. I'm gonna have to start and finish it tonight. So, yeah, that's gonna be fun. But anyway, that's all I really have for y'all. Life's sort of going in a downward spiral. I guess you could say that, this is the fall of me and my studies and my homework and whatnot. I'm not doing too hot, I feel like, at the moment. And, you could also say that it's like, oh, I'm getting back into anime, and, you remember how I was, and just very addicted to just watching anime every 50 seconds a few months back. But even I have thought that this might be my fall. Last week I also wasn't a bit hot, a bit too hot with stuff. You could say it's my fall, but you know what? I'd say it's a hell of a rise because I learned how to cook an egg. Anyway, thank y'all for watching another episode of Done? 何時に出会を求めるのはまっしがているだろうか。Memoria la Freese Y3. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully for some better content, some better quality content. Some BCC, if you will. Oh, wait, no, okay. That didn't end up the way that okay. Yeah, some BCC, if you will. Some better, oh, no, not better. Oh, jeez. Did I just think that quality was spelled with a C? Oh, why? some better quality content, some BQC. Oh my God, I can't believe myself. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead, see what I can do to fix up my life in the next 5 minutes. And I'll see y'all in the next episode. But until then, stay safe, y'all.